Welcome back to Absolutely. My name is Benny. That is Sal, and we come together regularly to discuss things going on in the world of superhero movies, comic books, and TV shows. Today's episode is brought to you by This Hot Sauce Is. Who made this hot sauce, Sal? What is this?
Who did?
It's me!
You made it!
I'm plugging my own shit!
Where's my bottle?
We are working on that. We can't even get it on YouTube properly, but click the link down below if you want to support me and my endeavors. We made a hot sauce. Here's the story behind it. I was making a hot sauce out of whiskey, and I was like, I made the first whiskey-based hot sauce. Is it? I don't know. I didn't do any research, but it made for a great discussion when people came over for like food. I would say I made the first, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Totally.
no one knows hot sauces. Anyway, then we realized it tasted like whiskey, which is great for me, not for everyone else. So Houston turned it into a real hot sauce with whiskey infusing in it. So I'm super proud of the project. We got it off the ground. We're having some problems getting the store up and running and getting it out locally, but we do have the store. You can go to the website. You can order yourself a bottle or two. It is selling a lot faster than we thought, considering we can't get it to work on YouTube properly. So
incredible. That's great. Good.
So yes, definitely come check it out. But yeah, that's our sponsor today. Me. All right, so I wanted to ask this. This is a thought I had, a thought in my thought brain with my mind juice, and I want to juice all over you. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks for asking permission.
As long as you gave me permission, we're good. It's all about consent, guys. It's all about consent.
Clearance.
So all the actors had 3 movie deals. Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and they all stuck around for like 7, 8 movies, cameos, blah blah blah. We know the routine. But for the most part, everyone from phase 1 through 3 kind of basically left the MCU, right?
Yeah.
They generally did. But now we're hearing, well, I wouldn't mind coming back. I think it's okay to come back. I think I could come back.
Sure.
Do you think that's because they miss it? Or, and here's what I'm starting to wonder, it's also now been documented that none of those actors can make anything work outside of the MCU to that level.
It's
like Robert Downey Jr.'s got a lot of like passion projects, and they were successful, but
bro doesn't have to work ever again. Like the reality is, in Robert Downey Jr.'s very singular example, right? That guy, he took a percentage of every Avengers movie, he took a percentage of every Iron Man movie. Dude never has to work again. Never needs to ever do a blockbuster again. He doesn't need Iron Man. Iron Man desperately needs him. He does not need Iron Man. So he's the kind of guy who could like sashay in Secret Wars. He could do like irredeemable Iron Man or whatever he was called, like, you know, bad guy Iron Man. Do that one thing one time, be like, peace, I'm out again. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt to some extent, like and I think there needs to be a term for this, and I don't know what it is, but like this mirage of the blockbuster being a vehicle for actors anymore. I know that Tarantino and Scorsese have talked about it, and of course, like more Tarantino, because Scorsese's more like, get off my lawn. Tarantino's like, this movie star is gone, and I'm like, yes, and it's because more or less of the superhero. Yeah, and it's because like the superhero sells the movie, which is funny. I always think that's funny because Marvel Studios thinks that the actor sells the superhero, and they're right in terms of the actor's superhero delivery system. Right? Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. was not the world's most high-paid actor when he became Iron Man. He became that because of Iron Man, but also because he's Robert Downey Jr., right? But like when it comes to Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, these actors delivered these characters through them, and they managed to embody the character in a really incredible way. It really connected with audiences, built franchises. But then you have other actors like Benedict Cumberbatch, who is Doctor Strange. They clearly hired Benedict Cumberbatch to be Doctor Strange because they didn't believe in Doctor Strange, and they thought, we need a big name, we need a household name, we need somebody who can deliver Doctor Strange to people palatably.
Because Benedict Cumberbatch had a pretty impressive resume until Doctor Strange. Has he done anything since Doctor Strange?
Not really. No, I mean, like, and if it is, it may be passion projects.
I loved him on Sherlock. Sherlock was my favorite.
Totally. No, I mean, like, he's amazing. He's an amazing actor. I love him in everything I see him in. The only thing is, he doesn't need Doctor Strange necessarily, but I don't know if he did Doctor Strange because he thought it'd be a unique challenge, or if he thought Doctor Strange was going to propel him to the next level. And the fact is, it worked as long as that next level is another Doctor Strange appearance.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it's funny because you hear some of the stuff, like Chris Evans went off, and someone was arguing with me that Chris Evans had the successful Knives Out movie, and I'm like, oh,
Eh,
What was Chris Evans the successor of Knives Out, or was it the ensemble cast that made
it was
Knives Out
the
work?
yeah, no, it was the virality of Knives Out and the fact they needed an ensemble and they wanted every single like bit part in that movie to be a name,
Yeah.
right? And it was for Chris Evans a great opportunity and for the audience a great opportunity to see Chris Evans because it was such a departure from his original Captain America role.
Yeah. If you look at other actors in the wheelhouse of this, let's look at Chris Hemsworth. Did
Yes.
you know that he made a fitness app, one of the scammy ones?
No, I didn't.
Let me see if I can find like a link to it.
Well, while you search for it, I also know that he is the star of another franchise on streaming,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like,
he made his own Extraction, I think it is.
yeah, he's Extraction. He's the Extraction franchise. And I hope it worked out, but I've never seen a single one and I've never wanted to.
There it is, Sentra by Chris Hemsworth. Custom
Ah,
workout plans by Chris Hemsworth.
I mean, oof.
I don't believe like you go down here and he's like, meet the team that puts it together. And it's like 80 trainers and like, but he's
Mhm.
on here. He promotes this as he's gonna give you a workout plan,
Right.
which is why I call
He's,
it kind of scammy
because
because
he's
it's like
not.
there's no way in hell Chris Hemsworth is giving me a workout plan.
Mm-mm. No, no, he's not. He's not sitting down in his living room playing with his kids and like going like, "Oh, what do you think Benny's gonna want? He's gonna want to work on his glutes today."
Yeah, oh yeah, you definitely got to cycle it out. We got to make it properly.
Yeah,
But
it's not
it's
gonna
funny
happen.
because it's just the way they promote this. It's
Yeah,
like it has a function move with Chris, so you can just kind of do what Chris Hemsworth does for his
but that makes
workout.
sense. I listen, like if you just had to sign your name and like give away, I don't know, whatever behind the scenes filming you did of like of your workout regimen, and they were like, just do that, just do what Chris Hemsworth does to prepare for Thor.
They,
Yeah, that's fine.
where is it? There it is. So like here it is. This is the trading guide. I looked at it when it first came out. Like
Sure, yeah.
it's well rated and things. It's got a lot of downloads, probably because Chris Hemsworth. But you got like here's your hit workouts, which is high
Mhm.
intensity workouts. You got strength training. You've
Cool.
got yoga and Pilates, and then the Chris Hemsworth workouts too.
Two of them. Yeah,
Like,
upper body, lower body, done.
yeah, I mean, that's body weight and no limits body weight.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I just find this kind of thing funny that, like, what are they
Yeah.
supposed to do afterwards? And this is coming. I want to point this out, guys. This is coming from entertainers. Now, we're nowhere near Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans, but
Hell
we're
no.
on a similar career path of what do we do when this is done? You know what
Right.
I did? I made a hot sauce. And for those questioning it, yes, it is FDA approved and it has calorie counting and it's veteran owned and I got
Yeah.
it all done properly because I
Nice.
did not want to be another pink sauce disaster.
Right. But look at like Tom Holland, same deal. Poor son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. He's
Oh,
been
and
in
he's
really
been in
good
some
things.
amazing. Have you seen his side movies? They're great.
I know they're great. And in fact, like the one where where he plays like a southern kid and his brother and everything
Yep.
like that. Bucky's in it. Like it's good. It was panned. And you know, he tried to do another franchise, Uncharted, didn't work out. You know, like I don't think that there is a curse, or at least there is the perceived curse of the Marvel movies, but I think that it's multifaceted. Like every problem in America, it's a multifaceted issue. It's never just like, oh, if you're in a Marvel movie and you weren't already like a celebrity, your life is over. Or if you do a Marvel movie and you weren't a celebrity, you will only be able to get Marvel movies.
Right.
The fact is, the nature of entertainment has changed during the period when Marvel rose. Like streaming services were only one thing when Marvel started. Remember,
Yeah.
Marvel made a deal with Netflix because it was the only one. By the time we got into like the 10th year of the MCU, they made their own. Like the entire entertainment industry has changed and shifted. People's viewing habits and I will argue that the audience's definition of celebrity was already in flux. I want to say around the time Tiger Blood happened. When I say Tiger Blood, I mean Charlie Sheen doing that infamous interview
Yeah.
in which he said he was on a drug called Charlie Sheen. And I say that because I
Whatever happened to
very
Charlie Sheen?
uh,
No,
you know he's sick, but I
I
remember
know, I
hearing
know.
yeah he went away, but like I vividly remember this because Charlie Sheen does this interview, right, this infamous viral interview where he talks about Tiger Blood and being Charlie Sheen and all that stuff, and it's
Just
hilarious.
Just to let you know, the only update from Charlie Sheen past 2016, 15, when he
Yeah.
was announced as being HIV positive,
Yes.
is in June 2022. His second daughter created an OnlyFans account, which he disapproved of,
I bet.
and then changed his mind. That's literally the only thing that's notated of worth that he has done since 2015.
Honestly, I only remember like the last time I heard from Charlie Sheen was when he was announced to having HIV. So
That's literally the last thing until his daughter has OnlyFans and he made a statement.
exactly.
Can you
But
imagine? I'm just picturing Charlie Sheen. If you guys, if this is your first episode of this channel ever, we are known for tangents. But just picture this press conference, photos going off. Charlie Sheen gets on the stage. Is he announcing his next movie? He's returned to acting? No. My second daughter has an OnlyFans, and I vehemently disapprove.
yes, exactly. Um,
And then
I
she says something. He's like, "Never mind."
never mind. Actually, and it's like fair enough. Yeah, no, I had too much tiger blood running through me. But
Oh, Tiger Blood.
he does that interview, and I don't remember what the name of the interviewer was, but I think it was the Today Show. And the interviewer interviews him, Charlie Sheen, star of Hot Shots Part 2, big time celebrity and cultural touchstone moment. In the same year, I want to say within the same first 6 months of that year, that interviewer had to also interview Rebecca Black for her Friday song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
I'm not going to Google what happened to her because I'm pretty sure nothing.
She's doing fine.
Is
But
she?
yeah, believe it or not, I saw her in I saw an interview with her yesterday.
You got me now you got me Googling her.
I know.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she looks totally unrecognizable.
Oh, of course she does. Yeah, no. I mean, my point being, if you ever watch that interview, and I've talked about this before over a period of years, but if you watch the interview with Rebecca Black, same interviewer whose name I can't find, I don't recall, and that's the point. But the interviewer, her demeanor talking to Charlie Sheen, who is glorifying unprotected sex with multiple partners and doing all this stuff, being in just a straight up lunatic on the camera.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, Charlie Sheen, you were great in Ferris Bueller." She's talking to a movie star. Very permissive is my point. She was like, "Yeah, say whatever you want, do whatever you want. You're Charlie Sheen." But when she's interviewing Rebecca Black, her demeanor completely changes. Now she's the host of the Today Show or whatever nonsense show that was on, but she was so resentful and so combative with Rebecca Black, this child, right? Her parents pay for this music video. They put it on the internet. They get what they deserve. They put it on the internet. They asked for the audience, and the audience came and they laughed at her. But the audience was there. They did that. But considering the fact that she was a child, she comes on the show. She's talking to the interviewer. The interviewer is just like, "So, do you think you're good or something? Do you think you're a singer? Do you think that you deserve this?" And it's just this real visceral reaction. And the reason why that is, I think, is because she's like, this is my show where I interview celebrities. You're not a celebrity, but my producer told me that I had to get some little girl and put her in the hot seat because people are talking about her song, which isn't even very good, by the way. Just this real reaction from Hollywood, essentially.
Right.
To the morphing definition of what a celebrity is. That's what I'm saying, is that they were resistant to it. To the point where saying,
Rebecca Black and Charlie Sheen were on the exact same level of
according to the producer of the Today Show, Charlie Sheen and Rebecca Black are on equal footing. And according to that interviewer, that is not how things should be. And it's to the point where
we're in a day and age where YouTubers considered a job and a career path for many people. The amount of kids that if they hear I'm a YouTuber, don't care what I do, what I talk about. It's just that I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
The only thing that would make me better than being on YouTube is if I was a TikToker. Dude.
I mean, if you wanted to be more popular, yeah, because there's more people on TikTok. But I recall the generation of YouTubers that came in who were like, yeah, whatever, YouTube's stupid. I really want to be able to be doing a Friskies commercial.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
I want to be getting
early
into
age. You and I were always like, "This is fine. We'd love to."
This is great. Are you kidding me?
We're older. We're older. We were like, "I'm cool with doing."
We were that same generation. We were just we came in and we're like, They went to Hollywood. They
thought YouTube was the goal to get into the movie.
Yeah, they thought it was a stepping stone, or they took it because it paid the bills,
right?
And it wasn't working in a restaurant. but they were like they had loftier goals. For me, I'm like, I'm my own boss. I have my own job. I have my own stuff. Like, why would I ever change this? Well, I don't need to be in a movie. I'm good. But like, my point being, they were Hollywood's reticent to the changing, morphing definition of a celebrity, and here we are now in today's world where, like, you know, everybody over the age of 45 references like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. And I'm like, those guys are 60.
Yep.
Like, they're not the heartthrob that you are referring to when you need an example for the big time Hollywood heartthrob. They are both dreamboats. That's just genetics. But I stand by the idea that, like, that's an old reference to make.
Yeah.
And there is no current reference to make right now because the definition has shifted such that, like, we don't have them anymore. Like,
Right.
we have franchises, we don't have people who hold up franchises with their massive talent and cachet, you know? And so Hollywood is like, well, we'll get Benedict Cumberbatch and he'll boost this franchise. And, like, did it? I think that the same amount of people who went to go see Doctor Strange would have seen it if anyone was Doctor Strange, right?
It's a good point. I do kind of agree with you that, because we've been proven by none of these actors other than, I mean, look, Robert Downey Jr. is fine. They're all, let me clarify. They're all fine financially.
Right. They're doing okay.
This is not
They
like
all
Chris
worked out good
Evans isn't
deals.
going to miss a mortgage payment because you're not going to go see his latest movie.
No.
But most of these actors did not dream of just being Captain America or Iron Man. And
Nope.
most of them don't have the prestige of Robert Downey Jr., where he had like 20 years of prestigious roles and then
Right.
went into Iron Man to redeem himself.
True.
Oh, actors like Chris Evans, Elizabeth Olsen, they all want to have massive success in
They all
Hollywood.
do have them. Like, Elizabeth Olsen was in Old Boy and a number of other movies like since then that are like pretty heavy, dramatic, impressive roles. And I
Yeah.
think that, like, it's the old Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon conversation, where it's like you got to do the safe picture, then you do the art house picture, and
Yeah.
sometimes you got to do the payback picture because your friend says you owe him.
And I
But,
think
like,
I think that might be the problem right now, though, because the issue at the moment is that they don't have that safe picture, big blockbuster. They
right.
don't doing the blockbusters anymore.
Well, but the Blockbuster is a Marvel movie. Like, the fact
Right, which
is,
they dropped out of, is what I'm saying. Like, they
right,
did
but
their
don't do
run.
that. Like,
No, you
don't
mean
go
to tell,
make,
like, imagine if right now, they announced there's going to be an Iron Man and Chris Evans buddy cop movie where it's Iron Man and Captain America, and we're just going to combine them so that they're both on screen a little less, but
Bruh.
that way they're there.
Are you pitching? You mean to tell me that instead of making like Captain America 4, Iron Man 4, we're going to just get Iron Man, Captain America? That
Right,
movie.
and they're just going to team up.
I would
Iron
pay
Man has to go
$30
through
to see that
time
movie.
and get Captain America, and they
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
go do
so
something.
involved in that movie. I'm ready to see that movie.
Right, and you get Robert Downey Jr., you get Chris Evans, but they don't have to fully commit. Because, you know,
No.
Robert Downey Jr. could just be in an Iron Man suit for the entire
Yeah,
movie.
I'm going.
And Chris
I'm
Evans
in.
can just be, look, I'm Cap, but I'm in a baggy hoodie for half of the movie. And
I mean, that was basically just Winter Soldier. But, like, yeah, I mean, if it's just
like
if
our
it's
chat right now, take my wallet.
yeah, I'm in. I'm in. And like,
That's
the
what I'm
fact is,
saying. Like,
I
there's your bankroll right there, Chris Evans, for whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, now make Knife Out 5. Like, I don't care what you want to make. Like, go make another Snowpiercer. Knock yourself
Yeah.
out. Direct. Like, but there is something rotten in the state of Hollywood, and not just all the pedophilia and monsterism and, like, you know, take advantage. I'm talking specifically about one particular issue, and it is the issue of poaching new rising talent with the expectation of breaking them down so they never negotiate a good deal. What I'm saying is, used to be you go to Sundance, you find this young upstart filmmaker who made some kind of like amazing door blowing off picture that people want to go see, that everyone wants to go see, costing $200,000. You're going to make $10 million off of it. That's amazing. Get him into Hollywood system. Now he's going to make some other movie. The way it works now is new guy makes a new movie, bring him in, give him a Star Wars franchise, give him a Marvel movie. But the reason they do that isn't because, like, they want the freshest, youngest voice. That's what they say in the Variety article. What they're really doing is they're beating them down because they're new, they have no friends, and they have no clout. So you're telling them, like, hey, this is how the system works. So you got to compromise, and you got to get used to compromising. So any new talent, any new blood that comes into the Hollywood system is immediately broken down by that system, so they don't, like, change it in any way. And that's the sinister thing. That's the part of Marvel and Star Wars that I think sucks and is garbage, because, like, you're not going to get fresh new voices if you scoop and gobble up and then burn out those fresh new voices in this new system. That blows. But we're talking about actors right now. And these actors, I hate to tell you, but like the game has changed. Tom Holland got into acting because he wanted to be an actor. Well, guess what? Go make a Netflix movie, go make a Hulu movie, go make a Tubi movie.
Yeah.
These are the places where the good, exciting, like $2 million movies are going. That's where they're being distributed. It sucks. I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. The way you make your money, the way you make your bread, the way you get your name out there and get to negotiate higher rates is by being in blockbusters. The blockbusters are franchises that are associated with franchises that were made in the 80s. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But like Uncharted, they missed the effing boat. You can't be Nathan Drake. You're Peter Parker. Be Peter Parker. Enjoy being Peter Parker. Use Peter Parker to push open other doors. Hell, like Mark Pitcher originally, make a Spider-Man show where Peter Parker is Peter Parker. Spider-Man's in 2 minutes of the show, 45 minutes apiece, 3 episodes on Disney Plus that are bridges between Spider-Man movies. Now you're making like $8-10 million every year. Like, come on, man. But like, don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't go chasing after franchises that like have no hope or aren't worth the time and effort. The system is unfortunately messed up and rigged, but you can still make real movies.
Yes.
If you just go be Spider-Man or Captain America or Iron Man.
That's been my argument. But at the same time, they're all financially fine. They don't need to do anything else.
Any of them crying poverty, like Simu Liu, or there was that kid who played Aladdin in the new Aladdin movie. Remember that live action Aladdin movie? I know.
Oh yeah, he said he was broke.
He was broke and he's not getting pictures. That sucks. You know what he needs to do? Get into a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean Simu Liu? He's doing fine, I thought.
Yeah, but like I don't see him like. Well, number one, no Shang-Chi in anything.
Yeah,
crime. Thankfully, he had already been in the system, so like he's already made famous through his long-standing career. And he was also in the Barbie movie, but he only played. He had like what 4 lines.
He's not really he was the opposing force.
No, Ken's the opposing force, which he is. But like the
writing with the 2 Kens fight, and then it was the
again. I don't think he has.
Okay, it's more than 4, but it's not a huge role. I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. Is yes to the 17 people who have already told me that he's Ken in the Barbie movie. Like duh. I don't need you to remind me.
I still liked Alan in the Barbie movie.
I love Alan, of course.
And I'm Alan.
And I'm Alan. They don't Alan.
I can make a lot all of the kids' clothes.
Exactly. But it's just it's a shame, but that sucks. Like the system where like it doesn't, the girl who plays Kamala, she should be in a ton of things now. But like she's Ms. Marvel. She's happy to do it. She's young. She'll probably get hired.
I mean,
other
it's
things.
going to be interesting to see, but let us know in the comments down below what your opinions are on the current state of do you see these actors coming back? Because they're not going to do it for the money. They're going to do it because they want to get a nice bump to get more of their whatever movies they want to do.
Yeah, but keep doing them. I want that Captain America. I want Captain America to come back. I want Iron Man to come back. No, look,
I'm fine with New World Order being about Falcon, but during every one of Sam Wilson's comic runs, who was a good supporting character?
Steve
was there the whole time.
He was old. Z.
So you put Chris Evans in some old man makeup, and he's supporting Falcon.
I mean, I don't need Steve in a Falcon Captain America movie, but I do. What I don't want. Here's
my buddy cop idea.
Yeah, I don't want to see everybody comes back for Secret Wars, and that's their like official swan song.
Yeah.
Like I want them to come back and just do it. Like how many movies are we gonna really get Iron Man back for? You know what I mean? Like realistically, even if like we signed the juiciest,
do anything, just walks out in a suit and then they just put him in front of a green.
Seriously, he's only in Civil War. He's only Iron Man for like a collective like 18 minutes, maybe.
That's what I mean. And
2.5-hour movie.
Just look at how much he's in the Spider-Man movies,
right?
And he's not in the Spider-Man.
He's in 2 scenes in the Spider-Man 3, but like, you know what I mean? He's not even really Iron Man in any of them.
One of them, I think your theory is that Robert Downey Jr. just happened to be at a party, and they just were like, "We'll come film you at the party.
We'll film you at the party. We'll go to Delhi and we'll film you at the party." All right.
Anyway, let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this discussion is. I thought we had a good one here, but we got to wrap today's episode up. We are absolutely. I'm Benny. That is Sal. Click the link down below to go buy yourself. This hot sauce is my hot sauce that we created, which is FDA approved. And I eat it on pulled pork, I eat it on ribs, and I eat it on chicken primarily. Those are the things I put it on a lot. And I make sandwiches with it because it's good. But anyway, guys, thank you. We'll see you next time.